So the game decided we start on omreh, so that's what we're gonna do.
Round begins in 3, 2, 1. Fight.
So omreh is starting on the rocket launcher, which means that Yozifuu will be starting on LG. Omreh with armor and with versatile weaponry, as all Yozifuu has the shotgun and the LG. A little bit of a fight over the light armor in the middle of the map. Omreh decides to give it up. And the Yozifuu for now holds the high ground, will get himself the rocket launcher. Omreh defending the railgun. That's a couple of great directs and first frag on the board. Couple of directs and then a very good rocket seals the deal. On the rail off spawn right after the mega pickup. Which is gonna hurt Yozifuu as he now does not have any armor. The armor in the lower level will be up for grabs. Oh, and he now has a railgun as well. Doesn't fall for omreh's trap. Waiting around the outside of the map for a rail angle, can't find one. Oh, finds one now. Yozifuu doesn't deal enough damage on that fight, so now he's on the back foot again. Now omreh just holding his ground on heavy. Simply doesn't have to do much. Yozifuu the one having to make a play to change the tide of the game. And yeah, now relegated to the lower areas of the map. Omreh now starting to pile the pressure a little bit. Holding again the middle area, and Yozifuu almost falls out of the map. Nice to omreh's LG anyway.
Stopwatch.
Yeah, and that's a heavy Duel guy. Well, that rocket doesn't deal as much damage as omreh hopes, but gets out of there without taking any damage whatsoever, so he's okay with that. So now with an LG fight over at LG. Oh no, he runs out of LG ammo. Doesn't have rockets as well, and only 2 rails. Battle turned out as good as omreh wanted. Forced to pop the Doomslayer ability to escape. Some nice LG and nice rails as well. The peeker from Yozifuu though deals a good amount of damage, and omreh picking up the heavy is back at a good stack, but now after hitting that rail, Yozifuu on the upper hand control wise gets the lower light armor, so should be good for stack. Wanting to pressure, goes for the heavy. Oh, holding the middle ground. Oh, omreh's not aware of his opponent. Could have been a lot worse than it was. Good LG here for omreh. Decent rockets, none of them connect though. And Yozifuu lives to fight another day with only a 2 frag disadvantage instead of could have been. So now omreh picking up the heavy does not have position on Mega. Oh, but Yozifuu left the area. That rocket, so omreh now will be getting that mega for free. Has a huge stack already. Yozifuu though holding the shotgun corridor. Oh, that's a brilliant rocket. Yozifuu now trying to trick his opponent. Does it successfully. Manages to pick up a few resources. Oh, missed rail from omreh. Missed a couple of rails. Peeker deals so much damage. Yozifuu able to equal the stacks. And with some decent LG now. Yeah, omreh now on the back foot. All of it changed in the blink of an eye. Omreh now on 27 health. Luckily, there are plenty of health bubbles for him to heal on. Another missed rail. Nice fight here for heavy. Both players extremely low. Omreh doesn't have position on the item, so he helps to go back. Only a couple of seconds until Mega spawns, and that one should go to omreh. Almost falls out of the map. Good peeker from Yozifuu. Still a sizable stack advantage over omreh, who doesn't even have any armor. We'll have now, after picking up the lower light, and in a decent position for this fight. That rocket, though, dealing a ton of self-damage. escapes the rail with the Doom ability. And he's almost back on natural stack. Yozifuu though gets the Mega. Oh, good rail. Putting Yozifuu on the back foot, even denying the light armors. Yeah, perfect scenario now for omreh. Yozifuu a little bit careless, just charging into the railgun area. Omreh not able to punish that. Now that he got some extra rockets, he'll be able to continue to put the pressure from the high ground. Oh, good attempt from Yozifuu, almost gets frag for his troubles. Oh, great midair! This should be a frag, and omreh collects his third frag. And the heavy as well, so he's in very good shape right now. Holding the rocket launcher side of the map. Almost it's another crazy direct. Now both players kinda low, but Yozifuu doesn't have much in the way of weaponry. Oh, that's a brilliant peek. Almost shows himself, but not quite, so omreh forced to back off. Still gets hit with a lot of that peek damage. Oh, Yozifuu now has some weapons, but the way he's eating those rails is not gonna survive for long. And omreh's LG does the trick.
Stopwatch.
Yozifuu now having to show a little bit towards turning this match around. Yeah, and omreh will be just keeping his control and trying to choke Yozifuu out of all of the items. Yeah, Yozifuu now has the LG, catches omreh a little bit. Yozifuu doesn't have the stack to commit all of these fights. Oh no, omreh doesn't have any rockets. Good rail on the peeker, but a good return rail from Yozifuu. So now omreh railable. Not railable anymore, but Yozifuu is after that one. Omreh getting the heavy. Again, keeping his control, not allowing Yozifuu to even smell any of the major items. Now with this beautiful split between the items, omreh can just keep it going. Yozifuu makes his way towards where omreh is. This could be a frag right here. Good LG, and omreh escapes that fight. Yozifuu is extremely low though. He can't contest for this heavy.
Stopwatch.
Yeah, luckily for him, there's a light waiting. Oh, good rail from omreh. Could chase this one, but opts to keep control of the Mega instead. Doesn't have to force anything, he's in the lead. He knows just where Yozifuu is, and the shotgun finishes the job. And there's a heavy almost spawning just for him. Oh, that would have been a great angle. Oh, Yozifuu trying to hold the center ground, trying to make a play happen at Mega. Should win Mega for himself. Good damage, good peeker usage. And now he has a good stack. Should be chasing this one. Oh, omreh doesn't have any rails. And he doesn't have that much LG either, so forced to use the machine gun a little bit. Yozifuu a little bit early on Mega, allowing omreh to just pick everything up. Oh, now left Mega. So did omreh, who was trying to play defensive. Oh, that was an odd peeker from Yozifuu, but no harm, no foul. So omreh couldn't find the rail on him. Oh, and omreh ends up suiciding at the end. Yozifuu can't even get that one frag. Yeah, but omreh will be collecting map 1. So, pretty interesting matchup. As far as map number 1 goes. Yeah, everything went as planned for omreh, and he held great control since getting his first frag, and Yozifuu had a chance to get a frag at the end, but even then it was a little bit too little too late for him. And he did get omreh to commit the suicide. So now Yozifuu will have to respond, and it's gonna be interesting to see how that response will be, as we'll be going now for Awoken. So we got the Nyx versus Visor. It's gonna be very, very interesting. Alright, the players are ready. We are hopping into the server now. omreh with a 1-0 map lead.
Prepare to fight.
Yeah, alright, the game is about to begin.
3.
Yozifuu on Visor, omreh on Nyx.
Fight.
Yozifuu spawns at Mega, omreh on Heavy. Omreh opts to not pick it up immediately. That's a few seconds worth of delay. Should have the railgun and the rocket launcher. Yozifuu with the LG and the rocket launcher. omreh holding the railgun ground. Oh, good LG fight from Yozifuu. omreh low, but the shotgun from omreh just deciding the matchup. Now he's low, he's forced to use the invis. Yozifuu had just used the piercing sight, so we can't follow it up. And omreh able to restack back up. Oh, decent rockets there from omreh. Yozifuu still has plenty of stack, but needs to be careful not to run into one of omreh's rockets. A little bit of a Mexican standoff there at the teleporter, trying to make both players trying to make some sort of play here for this Mega. The rail from Yozifuu, and oh, good follow-up as well. omreh in a world of trouble, and Yozifuu gets the frag, tie the game up. And there's even a heavy right there, but omreh gets there first. Uses the invis as well. Yozifuu doesn't have the piercing sight, so omreh is gonna escape that one. And Yozifuu might feel a little bit cheated. He's barely not railable. Yozifuu now restacking at recovery room, picks up LG as well, using that piercing sight to track Omre down. Oh, missing those rails! Oh, he hits that one, and now Omre in a world of trouble, gives up the heavy as well. So Yozifuu now stacked. Oh, a good rocket jump to chase this one up. Omre is not railable.
Impressive.
Oh, he certainly is now extremely low, has to be very careful. Oh, using the invis as well. Oh, Omre found some resources. Still a while until any major item spawns. Oh, that rocket will mean that Yozifuu has to back off the pressure. That's a very interesting angle, going at the teleport. Oh, now Omre gets the heavy rocket jump straight to Mega. Should get it as well. Doesn't have much armor, but has overstack in health. And Yozifuu still railable. Not anymore after picking up this health bubble. Oh, and what a matchup it's been so far, and Omre gets the frag. With the heavy just a few seconds away. Yozifuu barely able to get any pressure on. Follow-up damage is good, keeping Omre in the back foot. Certainly getting rid of all his overstack. And he gets the Mega for his troubles, holding railgun area. Good angles there from Yozifuu to dodge all of that rail incoming damage. Able to get that heavy uncontested, as Omre is still on Mega side. Now holding up T-Con area. Oh, decent rocket, not as much damage as he would have wanted. Will keep Yozifuu's stack down. Still a slight delay in between the items. Oh, Omre. Oh, great rail from Yozifuu. Omre now in the back foot, using the piercing sight to track him down. Heavy just spawned as well. Yozifuu commits to it, and Omre now railable, has to be extremely careful. Oh, good play here from Yozifuu. Almost tying the game up. Should be the frag here. Oh, and there's a Mega waiting for him. This is the dream scenario for him. Omre, though, will have to keep himself clear until he can chip down some of this stack. Yozifuu, yeah, very. Yep, the heavy, trying to deal some damage, but Omre fast at getting away. Omre now has position on Mega. Yozifuu will be content on giving it up, keeping most of his stack intact. Will even deny one of the light armors. So now Omre in a great position. Yozifuu just gets that, steals the heavy, pulls up the jump head, good rockets, but also good LG from Omre. Good rockets from above, but the LG is so good from Yozifuu. Omre getting that Mega though, meaning that he will be strong enough to chase this one down. Oh, that was an unlucky invis, but still gets a rail just in time. As Yozifuu now is not only low, he's quite railable. Missing the spam rail through the murder hole. Always a bit unfortunate. Yeah, Omre getting his item and leaving. Yozifuu using that piercing sight to be able to spot Omre. The decent rocket changes to the wrong weapon, I believe the one that's changed to the railgun. And Yozifuu gets out of heavy area completely. Oh, self-damage from the rocket could have been so much worse though. And he lives to fight another day, and Omre keeps his control. Now Yozifuu can't really show up, but he does show up at T-Con. So low. Oh, that light armor coming in to save him in the perfect timing. Oh, good rail on the murder hole. And another one! Forcing Omreh to use the invis.
Master.
Oh, and Omreh now forced to go and collect some items in his own. On the nails! Getting it done. Yozifuu takes a 3-2 lead. As now Omreh will be getting the heavy. And a lot of time until the mega spawns, but Yozifuu's already it's in the middle of the map for now. Omreh should have every weapon he wants. He's gonna make his move fighting for this mega health. Eats a rail as he leaves the area. A good invis, but Yozifuu gets the light armor and Omreh escapes the vicinity. Holding the high ground. Yeah, I do believe the only armor he has available is the heavy. Oh, what a rocket! What a rail as well! Omreh had to pick up that mega. Oh, this could be another frag. And it is. Yozifuu, 2 frags in the lead. Yeah, now Omreh has 90 seconds to find a way. So we'll give him some screen time. As he now just picked up the heavy, catches Yozifuu looking the other way. You will want to pick up the mega before going into this fight. This could potentially be a frag. Yozifuu will not give it away for free. Good rockets. Oh, and the shotgun finishes the job. 70 seconds to find another frag. The heavy still a few seconds away.
1 minute warning.
The Yozifuu has all of that natural stack. Good vertical LG from Omreh. Goes now to pick his heavy up. Almost gets an angle on Yozifuu, but Yozifuu does a good job of escaping. Shotgun, and that's the tying frag for Omreh. And Omreh will be looking to get another one. Catches Yozifuu trying to get the rocket launcher. Oh, doesn't get another angle. Still a few seconds until the heavy spawns. Great rocket. Omreh a little bit low, trying to be careful. As Yozifuu leaves the area. Now Omreh will be healing up. The mega goes in Omreh's way, but Yozifuu's way, I mean. Yozifuu gets railed. Those stacks equal, pretty much equal. Oh, that rocket almost connects. Well, there should be a fight here by machine gun, but Yozifuu has a very good escape route. And now the items quite close together. But Yozifuu could not be further away from that mega.
Now you don't.
Oh, good invis from Omreh to save him from that rocket. Now a fight by rocket launcher. This could be another frag, and Omreh takes map number 2. What a comeback. Yeah, so as we can see, heavy control in the way of Omreh. The Yozifuu had a ton of light armors. So, what a map number 2. Very, very good comeback. Yeah, so now we're heading for map 3. Yeah, Yozifuu was really close this time, but let control slip away a little bit too early. Now now we have a large map and these Sorlags, so it's gonna be much much stackier, much tankier to, especially after he gets fragged. Gonna have a ton of stack to potentially come back and get a refrag or establish his own control. Omreh will want to keep his totem economy going, of course, and if he gets to totem overstack, it's going to be really difficult for Yozifuu to stop a very, very stacked Galena.
Prepare to fight. Round begins in
Alright, so we'll be starting quite soon.
1. Fight.
I forgot to update the score. Oh, but now as we start, Heavy gets picked immediately, as that's a bit strange, not usually done. Yozifuu delays Mega quite a little bit. Yes, now both players dance around to get all of the weapons. Omreh gets first rail, second rail as well. Yozifuu replies with a good rail of his own and some spit damage. He's out one of the totems with his body, and now Omreh has to be careful as he's railable. He manages to escape that fight with his life. Oh, he'll be picked up in Mega. Oh, and catches Yozifuu on a jump pad. That's first frag for Galena.
Be healed in the power of the ancient.
That's another totem down at LG area. It will go down with the nails. Now, both players quite railable, but Yozifuu will retreat to a heavy. Yeah, so now Omreh just waiting for the Mega, but Yozifuu in time. What a rocket! Yozifuu has to be so careful now as he's railable. One is gonna show up from LG. Good rocket again from Omreh, and the LG finishes the job and 2-0 game with 1.5 minutes played. So Omreh has just been showing very good combat. So both players now on a bit of a standoff. Nobody wants to show up uninvited anywhere. Now Yozifuu gets the Mega. That's really, really late. Yeah, now both players as stacked as they can be with their respective items. Oh, that rocket unfortunately doesn't hit for Omreh. He does hit a lot of those rails and he's gonna try to chase this one down. It's railed, but that totem will keep him well stacked. Oh no, that's the LG against rail. That's not a good fight for him to take, and Yozifuu picks up the Mega and leaves. Forced to concede heavy as well, but Yozifuu goes through the TP and finds an angle. Now he has a chance to tie the game up. Oh, great rail on Omreh. And the heavy Mega just about to spawn as well. Oh, delaying it for a little bit. Omreh lurking around the railgun room. Doesn't even show up at the heavy. He's trying to get timing, maybe get some armor before taking a fight. now this is a very stacked Sarlacc. Oh, nice rocket jump, adding some speed. And Omreh escapes just in the nick of time. Good spit, forcing Omreh away from what would have been a good rocket position. Good rockets from Omreh of his own, and does force Yozifuu out. Oh, but Yozifuu chases it up and collects the time frag. Does a heavy as well, going for the refrag. This Omreh eats a good rocket, but Yozifuu is so low. Omreh doesn't have a rail though, so doesn't have a chance to get some exit damage. Oh, Yozifuu getting the mega gets removed immediately. Not the greatest of stacks for either player. But they do have to be very careful. Oh, Yozifuu going for that mega. It's a ton of tribal damage. On the exit rail as well. Both players, Yozifuu here stacking up a lot better than Omreh, to be honest. On the even has position on the other armor. But Omreh has mega though. That's a very good LG. Omreh almost falls out of the map. 3 HP for Yozifuu. One lives to tell the tale, almost gets fragged by the totem. Omreh just about got totem overstack, but not quite.
5-minute warning.
Omreh gets the heavy, and he's the one with the stack advantage for now. Oh yeah, oh good position for Omreh, but Yozifuu being elusive escapes without taking any damage. Oh, now Omreh quite low has to escape. Can't really afford to take a rail fight. Not at this stack, and Yozifuu will even be getting the... Oh, what a rocket! Omreh so low, tries to deal exit damage. Yozifuu trying to make some sort of a play, and what a rail. And Yozifuu's in the lead. Oh, going for the light armor, and the mega too. Oh, that's a lot of damage with the spit, and Omreh forced to retreat to one of the health bubbles. Yozifuu on the railgun. Oh, great rocket from Omreh and the rail to boot, and the game is tied again. Well, that would have been a nasty combo. Right as Yozifuu spawns. Oh, Yozifuu will be getting the mega. And he again keeps escaping. Omreh trying to not let him. Being as silent as he can. Good LG on the drop from Omreh.
I will not grant you that privilege.
Yeah, Yozifuu now with a good stack. Omreh does get the heavy. Good rail from Omreh and dodges the spit as well. Oh no, he touches the spit on the wall. That will give Yozifuu all the info he needs. Gets a light armor as well. But Omreh at least almost has totem overstack. That should turn the tides of battle. Oh, Yozifuu body checks the totem.
Sustains you.
Oh, good rail from Yozifuu. If he can just deal another one, he can. Yeah, now Omreh needs to collect that mega before taking a fight, but Yozifuu knows it. Good spit. Mega's waiting right behind Yozifuu. Omreh doesn't want to risk. Good rail though, and Yozifuu doesn't have any armor at the moment. Oh, Yozifuu always eliminating totems just when it matters the most. Yeah, but now Omreh does have a decent stack. That's a good rail, keeping Yozifuu on the back foot. Should get that mega too. Now Yozifuu has to play a little bit careful. Oh, it's a rail! Tries to defend LG with the spit. Yozifuu dancing with death right now. Able to escape. Oh no, Omreh keeping control. letting Yozifuu escape with his life. Good rail from Yozifuu. Oh, omreh just missed. The Mega's about to spawn. Oh, but the direct rocket seals the deal, and omreh takes the lead with just 1.5 minutes to go. Oh, good combo. Yozifuu low again. Oh, great rail. Now Yozifuu's so low. Oh no, and omreh has totem overstack as well. So this is a huge uphill battle for Yozifuu. omreh as stacked as he can be.
1 minute warning.
Yeah, and Yozifuu gets hit with a rail. Nothing much he could have done in that situation. And now, yeah, Yozifuu just so stacked. omreh keeping his control even at the end of the match. Yeah, and there's another totem about to go down. Rail from omreh doesn't have any LG. Yeah, I can tend to give the Mega away. Oh, good rockets. Yozifuu almost turning the tide of that battle. Yeah, but too little, too late, as omreh will be taking the series.
You win.
Yeah, so that was a nice matchup.